All right, shalom, shalom. As always, I want to give all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ha Rekak Wadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, who rule well and teach well, and a sincere salutations to you, hopeful elect Akim out there who are pushing this word in sincerity and in faith. Okay? I'm just going to play this while it can and then go into the article.
Starlink satellites are now active over Ukraine, giving a digital lifeline to residents and businesses there. The announcement after Ukraine's vice prime minister personally asked Musk to help provide internet service to the country. Musk answering the call on Twitter, writing Starlink service is now active in Ukraine. More terminals en route. Internet service has been severely disrupted in several cities since Russia obviously invaded Ukraine last week.
This is pretty relevant too, so if it'll let me, I'm gonna play this also. So that's part of the whole plan. Right, is to just have those kind of chilling, orbiting. Right, and in order for them to have that MOTB set up, they're gonna need, they're gonna need internet services and whatnot. That's a lot here. See, that's the plan, man. That's the plan, is to set this up in such a way that this MOTB system can be streamlined. Because in order for them to have this MOTB, right, in order for them to have all these, they're gonna need a certain internet platform in order to pull this off. Just a string of satellites. They're just gonna keep playing this to death, man.
T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition.
That's that. When you look at that, the fiery flying serpent, that refers to the the ICBMs. But just as a reference point, when you look at that, what is it, Falcon missile? I believe that's not missile, but when you look at this, I guess it's like a spacecraft or whatever the case is. When you see that rocket taking off, all right, you can see it. It almost kind of slithers. Let's see if it'll show it on this.
3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition. Liftoff.
You can even see the tail. It kind of moves around, which once again, the actual nuclear missiles, those are the actual fiery flying serpents. But just as a reference point, you can look at these projectiles that are going into the air. You can see, and it also looks like a sword too. If you look at it, a sword, arrow.
Moments ago, we did throttle down our engines in preparation for Max Q, and that is the maximum aerodynamic pressure, which is the largest structural load that the vehicle will see.
Which is doing a countdown. Don't nobody want to see that. Anyways, more to the the reason for making this video. Elon Musk says WW3 could be on the horizon as Putin prepares his news. Alright, it says, and today, October 17th, Musk quotes, it just says quote, tweeted a story about his views on Ukraine before being asked if he thinks there is a possibility of a nuclear war or WW3, when he gave a grim answer. So, here it is, the elder apostles of Great Millstone have been speaking about, what's going on right now, what's about to take place for decades. Nobody's batting an eye, all right? But then you got guys like Musk and these other, pseudo intellectuals. They just make a comment about it. All of a sudden, this is what's going to happen. All right? Which they're partially right in the fact that, yes, there's going to be warfare and whatnot. But nobody's mentioning the MOTB. That's what has to take place before all this. All right, so Tesla CEO Elon Musk has made a grim prediction about the escalating violence in Ukraine, saying VP could soon be preparing for nuclear warfare after he allegedly spoke to the Russian president. His doomsday musings came after he shared a poll on Twitter at the start of the month, proposing what he thinks is a good plan to restore peace in Ukraine. His plan included Ukraine acquiescing the peninsula of Crimea to Russia, the redoing of elections in annexed regions under UN supervision where Russia leaves if that is the will of the people. He added in a later tweet that a possible, albeit unlikely, outcome from this conflict is nuclear war, which he knows what's about to happen. All right, he knows what's about to take place. Okay, it says Musk's overly simplistic plan was voted down a day after the tweets on October 4th, Newsweek ran an opinion piece by podcaster David Sachs, who protected Musk. Sachs wrote the billionaire was rounded upon by the Twitter mob that has formed to police the discourse on all things related to Ukraine. And today, October 17th, Musk tweeted the story, saying that it was exceptionally well said before being asked if he thought there was a possibility of a nuclear war or WW3. He responded, if Russia is faced with the choice of losing Crimea or using battlefield nukes, they will choose the latter. We've already sanctioned, cut off Russia in every possible way, so what more do they have left to lose? If we nuke Russia back, they will nuke us, and then we have WW3. It comes after claims Musk spoke directly to Putin after tweeting his peace proposal. Musk denies this. I have spoken to Putin only once, and that was about 18 months ago. The subject matter was space, he said. But a report written by Ian Bremmer claims they talked war. Bremmer wrote, Elon Musk told me he had spoken with Putin and the Kremlin directly about Ukraine. He also told me what the Kremlin's red lines were. Which, hey, Musk could be part of that three-letter word, man. The C blank blank. All right, that's how that's what goes down around here. So and this guy is already well connected. This guy Musk. So he's telling people, hey, we about to have missile warfare. Right? You hearing it from all these rich men. Bremmer's weekly newsletter about geopolitics, which he's been writing for 24 years, was where he made the initial claim and said he did so honestly without fear or favor, and this week's update was no different. He added, I have long admired Musk as a unique and world-changing entrepreneur, which I've said publicly. He's not a geopolitics expert. So basically he's saying, oh, he don't know what he's talking about. I mean, he only makes rockets. So of course this guy is what the world calls intelligent. Right? And this guy with his intelligence, okay, and with his sources, this guy right here is telling y'all. So if you don't believe us, okay, believe this nigga right here. He's telling you what is about to happen. And best believe you in a minute, you're not gonna see him. He ain't even gonna be here. Alright? What you think he's shooting these rockets into the sky for? He not doing that for no reason. He trying to get the hell up out of here. All right, because he knows what's about to happen. This whole SpaceX and whatnot, this is not for you. This ain't something he just did for the common man. He's doing this. Number one, he's doing this to try to in his mind set up something outside of the Earth and he needs those rockets in order to send other quote-unquote billionaires and also supplies, right? Food, water, and these other things. He's using these missiles as a transport. So he understands aerodynamics. Okay, he understands how these things work. So he knows it is fully possible for things to spiral out of control. We just have to look, we have to look for that, we have to look for those prophecies, which, once again, the MOTB has to come into effect before all these things can take place. So let me just go ahead and get the scripture for that. All right, this is Ecclesiasticus chapter 13. Chapter 13 and verse 'll start at the top. He that toucheth pitch shall be defiled therewith, and he that hath fellowship with a proud man shall be like unto him. So the 2/3 of Israel is in the same category as E. Right? You take and also you other nations. You are in fellowship with the proud man, right? With the self-proclaimed white man. Okay? He's the proudest POS on the planet. All right? Let me go ahead and let me actually put this in the two segments so that it'll load up a little bit quicker. All right, so part 2 coming immediately after this. Call halal Yahweh Shem Yahshua Hashem Harakak Kodash. Double honors to the elder apostles, great millstone, rule well and teach well, and sincere salutations to you hopeful elect Akim, who are pushing this word of sincerity and their faith. I'm going to go ahead and end this and then create a part 2.